All right, everyone, welcome back to day 9 on our 56-day journey until 2025, and hopefully we will have hit 1500 ELO by then. If you're just joining us, then you'll find the timestamps in the description. If you are returning from yesterday's video, then, well, unfortunately, yesterday we didn't do too well, but let's hope that today we can do a bit better. And speaking of yesterday and today, it turns out that I'm actually recording this video the same day as video number 8. Um, so I have some stuff to do tomorrow. I won't be able to make the video, so I'm going ahead to record it now. So obviously we can't do the daily puzzle number 14. So instead we're going to do daily puzzle number 6 today, of November 6th. And this one is called the Dream Blitz Opportunity, and you can see it on your screens before you. So let's look first at like checks and captures. First thing I notice is I see something nice kind of lined up with the queen and the bishop here. But I'm not entirely sure how to take advantage of that because we're under threat. So maybe like a move here, and we can take with a discover check. There's a couple of things to think about, right? It's it's a really nice fork. But I'm not entirely sure we're actually even winning material after they take our queen, we take their queen. Unless I'm mistaken. So we can go here. They move like here after they take, and then they have to go back, and then we go here. Is that checkmate? It seems like it might be. Let's just double check, right? So we can go here or here. I'm not too sure it matters. And I think the only thing they can do. No, maybe it does matter. Maybe it has to be here. Because after they come up, we want to check, but this is a double check. So they can't just block here. It has to be this square. And now we played this. Now we check again. Because also like they could play a move like that too, right? But they can't if we're checking with the knight at the same time. The knight guards this square. These squares are guarded, so they have to move here, and then they get checkmated. Wow, what a cool checkmate. Yeah, nice one. All right, let's get on to today's games. Hopefully we'll do a bit better than yesterday. I played a few games, and I was playing pretty well in between recording the first video and this one. So let's hope all goes well. Barnes opening, okay. I guess we got points for that? That was the... Okay, let's move on. We did get points. 8 points. We'll take them. Wondering if he's going to play the perk, if that's his idea. Let's try or the Indian defense. It doesn't look like he is. I mean, I don't see how that's not winning a pawn and also taking away his possibility to castle. I mean, I don't know if he was unprepared for this. We're looking at a fork. Kind of odd moves here. Goes back to guard. That's double guarded. It's not a big deal. But he's guarding this square now. I'd really like to try and take advantage somehow of the fact that his king is so exposed. but I'm not quite entirely sure just how yet. I like pushing because we're opening up the light square bishop. Long castles is also an option. The discover check is nothing too crazy, but I think maybe we'll try it. Try it and see what we can get. He moves his king up. Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really sure his strategy here. Just need to make sure that we don't do something ridiculous, like move there. Kind of feel like we could go here. If he pushes, eventually we can go back. I look at fianchettoing this bishop just to get a bit more active. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried if he wants to take. I'll take that back. I think I'm just going to make a counter threat. If he takes, I got to take here now. And now we can just go here. No problem. Okay, now we should start developing our pieces too here at some point. Um, I'm not gonna initiate the trade, but if he wants to, I'm fine with it. Maybe I can go here, put a little bit of pressure on a little bit of pressure on his rook. I mean, I feel like we should be advantageous, but I'm not sure that we are, to be honest with you. I don't really want to give him this trade because I think it puts us in a little bit of a worse position. Like with an isolated pawn, right? I don't know, but maybe we do it and just like focus more on having king activity early on. I mean, it's not so early on. This is already very mid game, turning soon into kind of an end game. Pre move if he takes that way. You know, all these squares are could go back. I doubt he would do that though. Okay, he goes here. Now I'm just going to kind of work on trying to get my king up a bit. Another reason why I don't want to take, like I don't want to take first, is because if I do, then I can't play this move without having to eventually bring my king back if he decides to take, and that's obviously not good for us. So we don't want to let them onto the second rank, but with our rook protecting that, I think we'll be okay. Just need to think a little bit about knight safety after like this move. Where am I planning on moving? Right, maybe here is okay. I think I'm going to get this pawn off the second rank. No real reason other than the fact that like I like having another defender, and in the future it's not giving him any really play on the second rank, which we know the seventh and second rank are the two weak spots, um, or the ideal spots to be on if you are a rook up. If you have a rook, so I don't know. Maybe this is okay. I just worry that after we play this, he has this move, and we have to go back, and then maybe we can move around this way, and that's not so bad. But after this, then we have to think about like this. So let's see if there's any kind of other ways there. This way has the similar idea. That's protected though too. We can maybe go here. Let's do that. Let's try for something like that, and we'll be attacking like here, maybe eventually putting pressure on here. We'll also have the option to go to here. Seems like a decent move to just kind of jump around and get the knight out. I'm going to look at some moves like these two here in a second, stopping any pawn pushes and also kind of making the knight pretty useless. But he plays that, so I think we can go ahead and play this move. The issue is we weaken this square, right? So now this move will never really be able to like get him out, push him away. Maybe I'll go here, kind of inviting the trade because I'm okay with this and then doubling, or like even taking is fine. But we'll go here, and then takes, 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 and then we go here. And now we have control of the open file. Okay, so he doesn't want to do that with us. Let's play this, just kind of stopping any ideas that he may have of going back. Of course, he can play here. I think we'll play here just to kind of add another defender. We weaken this square a little bit, but I don't think it's anything too crazy, especially now because we kind of have control of this. If he wants to trade, like taking is just good for us here. Coming with check, he won't really be able to move his king very much. We'll bring up here, and I think we're in a good position overall. Obviously, he's looking at these moves. That move, I'm not too worried about. I'll just take it, honestly, and he'll lose a pawn at the minimum. But I got to think about like anything like coming in here. Here's obviously a question, but I don't see anything immediately. I think I could either play this move or kind of strengthen these pawn structure a little bit. I could also maybe play here. And then get my rooks doubled like I wanted. After takes, takes. But then he goes here and has control of that. So I don't really know if I want to give him that. Honestly, I don't really mind if he wants to move because then we have a check when we need to find something. So let's just strengthen our structure. We're like 3 minutes slower than him, half of his time. So let's also attempt to play a little bit quicker. So he goes back after all that, targeting this weakness. So if we go here, he can go here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like to play that move, but I think that's for the moment the best move we have. And I think he's going to win a pawn eventually. Because after we do an exchange, yeah. But let's see if we can't make him kind of regret that move. Let's give him a check. After he moves here, let's protect, and then let's come with a discovered check. Where do we want to be? I think the 7th rank is good for us. I don't like giving up the open file though, but I'm not sure I have a choice anymore. Let's do this so that we don't give him any like immediate responses. And we still have this move. Like, of course, he could still move there. We could also move here. He may just take. But I think here's okay with the idea that we'll be taking on this pawn. Yeah. We also have this. If he wants to push, we could just take, threaten his knight. All right, this is kind of just total destruction on each side. This is coming with a check. I could also play this. I don't know which one I want to play next. Well, I guess I only have one choice. We'll see what he continues on with. Yeah, going to be looking to play. He's probably going to take. I think I'm going to push this pawn. We're a little bit closer to promoting by like one move. Of course, we're going to have to deal with this rook. And also, if we promote here, we'll have a check. So I think that looks good for us. These are all protected. Need to get this pawn out of the way. I think we're going to have to go and attack on this side. Is there any way to stop this? Yeah, but we're going to have to give up our knight. Oh no, we can't even stop that. All right, that's game. Yeah. He just has it because now he can just promote. It's like mate and 14. Let's see the game review real quick. Thought we did okay. It said we had 0 blunders. They had 1, and we had a missed win. So let's kind of see what we see in the analysis. Book moves, fine. It's a great move, just because it takes away his castling. It only kind of liked castling long side, queen side. E4 would have been better, pushing up e4. Just activating the bishop and then I guess castling king side. These are all kind of okay moves. This is a great move. Because if he had played, let's say, knight to g4 as one of the options, we now have d5. Oh, right. Oh, it doesn't even like bishop to d5. What does it want? It wants knight to d5 check. Sorry, it wants f3. And what are we doing after this? Oh, we take here. After they take, we play rook to f1. They say, oh, they don't really have a move. Now their knight's trapped. Interesting. So we had like a little kind of trick move, but they played one of the best moves. There's a slight inaccuracy. It wants knight to d5 check, but pretty much equal. And this slight inaccuracy gave them a slight advantage, probably just because now we kind of had the weird pawn islands. Doesn't like this much either. It thinks that we should have taken. It still thinks that we should have taken. Still thinks we should have taken with the rook. It says this is a decent move. It's a good move. Excellent. Now here, it want a knight to e6, so it wanted us to go ahead and get here and threaten this, which I think we do play. No, we don't play. Thought we did. Must have been one of the ideas we were talking about. Sorry, this was a blunder. And if we had played d7 here, I guess it would have been completely winning. They have to play rook to g8, preventing. I guess it's a checkmate threat. Wow. Because if I play here, well, that's no, sorry. But if they hadn't played that, if they play like I don't know, say they go here, this is just checkmate because this is guarded, this is guarded, 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 and then check. So very cool. But we didn't get that. We didn't see it. It wanted us to play here, and we just would have been winning. We just would have been getting the pawns and whatnot. And then after that, I think he just had too much activity, and we couldn't really stop it. Um, yeah, just a bit unfortunate. We played pretty well though, so I can't be too mad. All right, let's get on to the next game. No blunders and only one missed win. It's still losing. It's I think better than losing by a blunder. Still doesn't feel great, but definitely better than just like a blunder loss. This is technically game number 3, but really only game number 2 because I don't know if that first game really counted. Currently listening to Arctic Monkeys. I don't know if you guys ever listened to them. Oh, it's kind of on the screen there. But it's the Whatever People Say, I'm Not album. Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not. It's a really good album. If you haven't heard of Arctic Monkeys, give them a listen. Although I can't imagine you haven't heard of some of their stuff at least. Um, so yeah, he's played the King's Indian, but kind of a I think I'm kind of going to be a pain in his ass and kind of do the thing that I hate when they do when they double up here and then take. But he's already moved it out of check, which is or like out of a pin because usually this is pin with the rook, like before this move. But it's still not a bad idea just to trade these off because this is a very strong bishop for him, and our bishop is strong, but this is our strong bishop. Also, like e1 and pushing here is okay. He's probably debating whether or not he wants to take. And I don't know if we should or should not. Don't think that move accomplishes much other than the fact that he's wanting to do exactly what we're doing to him. So let's get this out because I'll do the exact same. Bring it back. The computer probably hates this and says that we're being a bunch of wimps, but It's kind of interesting, actually. There's almost a very symmetrical variation with just slight differences in the structures. The computer probably likes my position a little bit more, I would think, just because it enjoys having a spatial imbalance, which white currently, which means like kind of like how many squares you control. And I think white currently probably controls a good bit more. Maybe not a good bit more, but more for sure. Like these are all the areas that we control. I'm just curious. I just want to poke at him and see if he runs back or not. Yeah, he does. So yeah, I think this move was okay with takes, 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 takes. Though I think the issue is he's. Let's play this move first. The idea is now we're protecting any like ideas of here, so now we can play here without worrying about him going here. Also, we've had another defender. Not that it's necessary. Another two defenders actually with that. Not that it's necessary. It's probably a bit overkill to be honest with you, but it's nice to have regardless. All right, yeah, smart. So he's kind of threatening to trap our bishop, which he kind of has. But we can make threats of our own, and we're going to have to do that. And he may ultimately gain the bishop in the end, unfortunately. But I don't think so, because I think we'll be able to move this and we're protected. We'll be able to take back with our queen. Interesting. So he just goes for taking. We're eventually going to have an attack on the knight if he's not careful. He should probably take with his knight just to avoid any complications. I feel like we should be able to take advantage of this. But I don't see a way in which he can't just go here. Maybe we play this move first. I mean, obviously he's not taking anytime soon. And then move our knight back. And now we have this protector to protect the bishop to f3, attacking the queen. This move may be kind of detrimental, though. Okay, now. All right, I think I ought to move back. I definitely don't want to give him anything where I'm taking like that. And also we can protect this to prevent like this idea. And I think I'll probably just drop back after that. Because we have two attackers here as well, which he may take advantage of right now. Might be the smartest play. Okay, yep. So the move he just played was to take there. It's probably his best move, but we need to try and find some sort of counterplay. We could look at like here first, but now he's added another attacker here, hasn't he? And I don't really think we can ignore that, so I think we just have to drop back. I guess is the whole theory of the King's Indian perk is that you sit back and you can control the center with your pieces. I mean, look at his pieces. Our pawns have just been completely obliterated. Oh, wow. Yeah, it was smart. Um, Darn. Yeah, I should have seen that when I saw that, just how dangerous that was. I don't know the right move. I think I'm just losing a rook at best. Anyway, we gotta. I think the best move is probably just to play this. Um, Takes like that. Or we can even play this move first, maybe. No, I don't think we can because they can take, and then they'll be winning another piece. The good news for us is that we're up quite a bit in time, so hopefully that can come into our advantage. We bring this into some sort of end game because I don't think either one of us hopefully are going to be getting checkmated anytime. Um, that's a check, but with here or like also we can just take. It's probably best not to make it too easy on him. And just trade off all our pieces. I think if I go here, he's going to move here. I don't really know if I like the idea of that either. I'm kind of considering this move, but the other knight's going to jump in at some point, and it's going to get complicated for sure. Um, I mean, here is maybe an okay way to defend, just like that, and now we're taking with the tempo at the very least. We could also play this move, but then after they take, we just take back. Kind of like the idea of going here with this being a threat at some point if he ever moves. But yeah, I'm not sure how to make that really work right away. I think I'll go here first, preventing any ideas of the queens coming in, protecting this. And then we'll go here next. And I can maybe even try and open this file to kind of bait him into playing something like that. But we have to get our queen off of it first, obviously. We also need our queen to protect. To protect that square if we plan to go to it. I see the fork. Just got to figure out how we get out of it too. Hmm. And there's the only thing I can think of. He's just going to take, and then we go here. He takes. We take, and I mean, he has two rooks for two pieces. Um, I mean, I guess the good news is that it's like a very closed position, so his rooks aren't extremely active. He may opt just to trade off the queens, which I think would be inaccurate, but I wouldn't blame him because I would probably do something similar. Um, yeah, probably go here. Don't need to think too much about that move. Unfortunately, all the thinking has been done. But let's try and keep the advantage we have, which is time. And we don't really want to give him anything like any open files or anything like this. Let's try and I think if we can push the queen around a little bit, um, it could be kind of a good way to burn some of his time too, which is really what this is about. But he's trading them off now. There's no way to avoid that. Almost got messed up there with the pre-move. So yeah, let's just try and hold strong. Any way we can, we're going to close the position to not give his rooks any activity. And I think should be getting some pawns, maybe. I don't know. He's kept all of his pawns on the board, which is kind of crazy. He's played very precise, I'm sure of it. Throwing a check. Doesn't matter, but no, it's okay. It's not protected. Yeah, but it's about to be. Let's not give him the check. Let's go here, make another threat. It's going to be the name of the game, is just keeping threats on the board, so that he doesn't even have time, hopefully, to think too much. We're going to go here next. I don't know which one. I like both, but this one feels it's less likely to be a target in the future. But I have a little check in between that I'm going to play. Just need to watch for this fork next. I think I kind of just need to play an in-between move here, maybe. Also, like, is there anything like, maybe. Honestly, I don't know if we can ignore that, though, is the problem. Because even if we play here, takes. Yeah. I think I need to go here, here at the very least. Just gonna be on full defense mode, trying to make sure that he has like no. So I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to just simplify. I mean, he's completely winning this, unfortunately, as it is. There's not a ton I can do really to stop it, except yeah, just really try and keep that time pressure on him. Um, I mean, yeah, he's just gonna be able to bring his rook in. But our goal is just to be a nuisance for as long as possible. This guy seems like a strong player, honestly. I don't know if we're gonna even on time. Like, don't know if he's going to make any errors when he's trying to checkmate. I mean, he's just up like he's up so much material. It's kind of crazy. I think if it wasn't for the time and balance, then I wouldn't be bothering. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Gosh, I really feel like he played that one really precise. 88%. We played 81. We didn't even play too bad. We had one blunder. It's the thing. There's one mistake can really make or break it. This move. That was the blunder. um, but yeah, just because it allowed this sequence, I guess. Um, if I just played rook to e4 instead, played this move, and there would have been um, nothing really they could have done, I guess. Okay, let's move on to the. It'll probably be our final game of the night. Third, technically, officially. Um, yeah. Don't need to be thinking too much about all these moves. I just am because I'm tired. Just coming here. I think this is okay. Um, this is okay. We'll force him back. We'll start getting some counterplay. We've seen this when they try and come in and play this. We've seen this one a few times before recently. I feel like, um, but it's not worrisome. What do I want to do? I think we can go here, and I think the idea is we're going to get this move takes, and just get some extra. Just get a nice position. Even okay with takes here because we'll be winning, taking with the tempo, and that move's fine. That pawn's not going anywhere. Yes, we do have double pawns, but I don't think it'd be a big hindrance. His bishop is kind of segregated from. Actually, it doesn't matter too much because he could still bring his. No, he can't really bring his queen in either, can he? All right, let's not blunder ours though. I think here's fine. I think we just are okay to kind of get back and play up a little bit. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but I like this better. Maybe I should expand on this side. Also, like D1, I feel like can come in handy at some point, but maybe it's E1 and D1 are the moves. But I'm gonna expand this because I want to play this move and go ahead and get these on the same. Yeah, I'm gonna play back, play here, and then we have like we don't have that move. If he wants to take me, I'll open up the A file that we have a rook on. That's okay for us. I think now we can go back here. And I'm happy with this. I think it's better for us to have this open A file, or it's semi-open, but his pawn is the one blocking it, which is advantageous to us typically. I actually don't know if I want to play that, but maybe after I play this, that's a good move. I can kind of push. The reason I couldn't play this before because I felt like I had too many attackers, but now I have a check. Well, it's actually not a checkmate threat, is it? Oh yeah, that was kind of stupid. I have this move if he like I don't know tries to do something fancy like queen trade. He doesn't. So I think we can just push. Ooh, and a fort, guys. I think that's a fort. Let me just make sure I'm not missing any like crazy thing. Like I don't know. I don't think so. I don't. I think this time we're good. So we can fork that. I think we can play here, and if he wants to take the pawn back, then we take here with check, and we're going to be trading queens and up two pieces. And I think actually we'll be up a rook too. Yeah, that's just devastating. We probably should have taken him, but it's whatever. Now we can just threaten checkmate. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from doubling and even playing a back rank mate here. Can't move. He has to move like this piece if he wants to avoid it, but I'm going to double and then force the trade. Yeah. Do we have time for one more? What are we at? Um, I don't know. I think that's a good one to end on. Let's go over the game review. So we played with 91.5% accuracy, just three inaccuracies. So kind of two sides of the. Oh wait, I started a new one. Okay, well, guess this is going to get one more. Meant to go into the analysis and hit 10 minutes new. Um, Fine by me. Oh, okay. Well, you aborted it. Let's look at that last game. That's really what I was interested in. Yeah, here we go. I can. What can I do? Okay. I'll put on the game review thing so that you can see what they say. All right. These are all book moves, good moves, excellent moves. All these are fine. Slight inaccuracy. It wanted g4 just to go ahead and put pressure, protected by this guy. I guess. Is it inaccuracy? Inaccuracy. They wanted f6 on this one. I think he plays it. Yeah, like the next move. It was best to take. Just slight inaccuracy, but I like it, so I don't really care. Not worried about inaccuracies at this level, to be honest with you. It's the blunders or the mistakes that make the game. This is a mistake. Doesn't look like a mistake, but anyway, he wanted us to back it with our rook. Because I think now he had. Did he have this? He didn't have that. He has bishop to d8. And he'll just, I guess, be up a pawn. Or after queen to e5, he has to trade. Or he can play this move. We're supposed to take c5. My guess is he would have seen trades here, takes. Yeah, and it's a little bit better for black. He's up a pawn, but the computer doesn't think it's that much better, surprisingly. The continuation of like this move, d4, a5. We take. Oh, because yeah, I guess we'll be getting that pawn back since it can't really ever move. But yeah, that was a blunder. Uh, it doesn't mind this, which I guess with the idea of they take like this, and then we have that fork that I was saying before. Um, but it doesn't hate what we did either with pushing forward. This is also excellent. It's also winning. And here is good. That's fine. After takes. It says it's all good actually, but just the queen, I guess, moving there allowed for all that to happen. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. A bit shorter. 2 wins. Well, I feel like we only technically won one, and 2 losses. So kind of back where we started. I'm gonna keep grinding a little bit off camera and trying to just kind of bump the ratings up if I can. It's a risky game because sometimes it turns out bad. If you like these and you like these video forms, let me know. Let me know if they don't work for you. If you want something else, I have some ideas cooking for later on. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are. Thanks for watching.